Hey boys and girls, how you doing? This is Street Dera, and this is part 2 to the playlist of risk management with Deriv. So Deriv is a synthetic market for trading indices and other pairs. They also have a regular broker where you can trade crypto or for currencies, right? But we'll be focusing on the synthetic aspect, and mostly these two pairs: volatility indices 75 and volatility indices 25. So quickly, we have learned the theory on how to calculate our risks. We are going to implement it in this video. Now, guys, there is something else I have to inform you. I have released a VIP signal group for traders who are interested in having premium signals to use and flip their accounts within a short period of time. So if that interests you, the cost is actually $50 per month and $500 for lifetime signal. So reach out to me. You will see the link to get to me on my WhatsApp if you want to make payments for it. So let's hop into the video with no further ado. Okay, boys and girls, so we're done with the theory on how to calculate your risks. Now let's do this on price, right? Let's just attempt to do this and take a trade, right? So I won't be taking a trade. I'll just be showing you guys how to place a pending order, given that a lot of the trades we'll take will be pending orders, right? So let me just show you guys how to go about it, how to calculate your risks, and how to place the pending order. So this is a simple process, guys. First off, I will convert this lot size to the lowest value, being 0.001, right? So once it's at the lowest value, being this, we can now continue with this tutorial, right? So the very first thing you want to do is to set your stop loss, right? Just use a red line and put on wherever number I give you guys as a stop loss. So we're assuming the stop loss is set at 213,571, right? So let's assume that that's the stop loss, and then I tell you the entry area is somewhere at 212,875, right? Or 800. So this is your entry. The first one is your entry. Let me just change the color to blue so it will be visually easy to understand, right? So the blue horizontal line is your entry, the red horizontal line is your stop loss. So all you want to do next, once you've come to this point, is to get this to this line tool, right? Your trend line tool. So take your trend line tool, put it on your entry, the blue line, to your stop loss, the red line, right? Now, once you do it, you get to see that there are these 3 numbers that popped up, right? You want to focus on the second one. So for the second one, you want to know what value it gives you from your entry to your SL. So let's round the number. Let's see what number it's giving us, right? So it's giving us about 809, right? 0.38. So quickly, let me explain why I'm saying 809.38 and not 80,000. Why I'm not telling you guys 80,000, right? So the reason is, if you look right here at this vertical lines, you get to see there it is denominated in 2 decimal places, right? So even when you get your value for your stop loss, make sure you divide it by 100 to get the actual value. So if we take 80,039, right? If we take the 80,039, here's what we want to do. We take 80,000, let's just say 80,039, right, divided by 100, we get to have 800. So we just know that our stop loss is 800 pips, right? So now from step 1, if you go back to the beginning of this video and watch what step 1 is, step 1 simply says get your stop loss and multiply it by your lowest lot size. And if we recall, our stop loss is 800 pips multiplied by our lowest lot size being 0.001, right? And let's do that. 800 times 0.001, we get 8.0 lots size, right? So if we were to just take that as an example, place our sell limit here, and as well put our lowest lot size on it, right, being 0.1, what do we get to see? We get to see that we are risking. If you just look, guys, look here. Let me show you. Just look here. You see here, you get to see minus 0.82 US dollars. So we're risking approximately $1 on this trade. You get that? That's good. So that is the lowest, right? We're risking almost $1. Now for us to get our actual stop loss, that is the actual stop loss we want to use for this trade, right? Here's how we go about it. Remember, from step two is saying we want to find out the risk multiplier, right? So that we'll get the exact value we want to lose. So if you recall the process, boys and girls, so let's just place this first limit on, right? So the first limit being this one, 0.01. We are risking, if we tap on it, we get to see we're just risking about $0.82. But we want to ensure we are risking $200 from this 4,600, right? Let's say I want to risk just $200. I don't want to risk more than $200, right? So how do I go about it? It's very simple. I will just come here and I want to get my risk multiplier. So how do I get my risk multiplier? It's also simple, guys. We have $0.8 as my minimum risk, right? So here's what I would do. I'll take $200 divided by 0.803 dollars, and I get 249. So this 249 is going to serve as my risk multiplier. So it means we're done with step 2. We have to go into step 3. So what's a step 3? Step 3 is to get a lot size that would ensure if I was to hit my stop loss, I would lose only and only, guys, $200. And how do we go about that? If you recall from our rule, it's very simple. Take our fixed our risk multiplier and multiply it by the smallest lot size. And if you recall, guys, what is the smallest lot size? 0.001. So our risk multiplier multiplied by 0.01, right? And we get 0.249. So it means if I was to use 0.249 lot size with that exact same stop loss, boys and girls, listen to me, this exact same stop loss of 800, right? If I hit stop loss, I will only be losing $200. Let's confirm is that is correct. The moment of truth where all you've been doing finally pays off, right? So if this works, guys, just know that you will only lose what you set out to lose. Let's see. Oh my god, let's hope it works, right? 0.49. Let's see. Okay. Yo, you can see that 195.25 US dollars. So it means if you were to hit stop loss on this trade, you're only losing $195, almost $200, and that's good, and that's perfect. And guess what? Look at the target, 3,781 US dollars. So if you're wondering how I get to be making this big profit, yes, I risk very small but make very big. Yeah, guys, that's it. I don't, so some of you will see this and be like, yo, he's over risking his account. I'm not doing. My stop loss are always very small and I don't over trade, right? I wait for very precise markets, very precise. Then I risk $200 from my big account, and then it's just, if it was a 2K account, I risk 100 or $200, and then I'm already up on 4.6. Now I'm going to be risking $200 when I see the next opportunity. So we missed this one. I was really pissed because if we have been on this 3K, right, this 3,700 plus this 4.6, it would have been some real badass money, right? Anyways, that's just how we do it. We're very close to TP. That sucks. But anyways, on to the next trade, right? So boys and girls, recall I will be doing live trade calls for VIX, right? This will be the VIP signals I'll send in the VIP. I'll give it out for free on Tuesdays and some Saturdays, but Tuesdays I'll try and be consistent. I'll just give you guys the signals on the live. We'll do Instagram live. I'll analyze the market, and if I see an opportunity, I'll call it out for you guys. But if I don't see it before I take the trade, or when I take the trade, I'll come on live and then send out the signal. So just make sure you put me on a notification for live on Instagram, and also follow me on TikTok, because once we get to 2,000 followers, right, actually it's 1,000, but let's hit 2,000, I'll be doing live on TikTok as well. I'll pick a different day. I might pick Sunday and say we'll do free education on TikTok. Like, I'll teach you guys how to trade for free, although it's not everything, but at least you'll be better off than you came. So with no further ado, let's call it a day. Let me go to bed. As you can see, it's very late. I wake up to hitting TP and $2,600 in my bank account. Very nice. Trading is easy, guys, when you know how to do it.